My name's Wade Coombs, and I'm from St. Thomas, Ontario, up in Canada.
My name is Jackson Coombs, and I am also in London, Ontario. So,
What made us decide to join Market Mastery Group? We've been members now for probably about 6 or 7 years. Happened during COVID. Stephen did a session virtually when all the speaking circuits were shut down, and it felt like it was a really good opportunity to learn something new. And Stephen did his spiel, and I signed up for the 2-day course, and part of that course I decided that Jackson needed to be part of that. And he was 14 going, I don't know what stock trading is, let alone options trading, but maybe it'll be an interesting opportunity. So we sat down and worked through it, and it took a little time to learn all the ins and outs, and it's been quite a rewarding experience being part of the group.
the main reason I joined Market Master Group is, well, first of all, I didn't have a choice, but after talking to like Stephen and Pam, especially at the in-person events, they kind of showed me that it actually works, and you can actually do it, and for some reason I understood it a lot better than a lot of people, so I kind of never really turned back after that, and that's the main reason I'm still here. But I guess that doesn't really answer why I joined. But I joined because I thought it was cool. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I didn't.
You said you had no choice.
I have no choice.
No choice.
I was kind of forced to, but I have no regrets. So about being forced here. So
I was going to say my biggest takeaway overall is this is not really a solo sport, even though it feels like a bit of a solo sport. Having a really good support team to just hear ideas and be in a group that actually really understands what you're doing. And part of it, I really feel specifically Steve, Pam, and Jim have really become very much more of an accountability partner. Like, we want them they're in our corner, they're supportive of everything that we're doing, and there's always it always feels like there's something behind you to get you through the hard times. And over the last year, for sure, it's definitely been a challenging stock trading environment, but you got to have a good team to get you through the times. And so that's, I think, what we get the most out, or at least what I would get the most out of the experience of being with MMG.
The thing I like about MMG the most is just the community. Like the people here are fantastic. If you have a question, they will try their hardest to answer it. Sometimes they can't answer it, but they'll also just tell you if they can't answer it, right? But there's always, and they always bounce ideas off of you, and it really feels like you're not alone in the whole situation, where which I think is very, very important, and especially trading, because sometimes when you're talking to yourself in the mirror, that doesn't quite get the job done. So I would say the best thing that I enjoy about MMG is the community. In terms of financial future, I was 14 when I first started. I believe I was 14, but there was no such thing as financial future when you're that young. But as I kind of growing up and I understand more of the world, I realized that it is actually, what MMG teaches is actually something you could do as a career, and you could make a pretty nice living off of it, and you can enjoy life. And especially at my age, you can kind of, as long as you can harvest what they're teaching you and really apply it, then you can really, the world's your oyster, and you can just kind of go and do whatever you want. So it it didn't change the way I looked at my financial future, but it gave me a financial future, if that makes sense. So.
And I was going to say, I think the biggest takeaway of the whole thing is it's just understanding having goals and plans for the future and how you're going to achieve that, and using the teachings that come out of here that you can get the money to invest in your future, and it basically becomes a limitless possibilities of what you can do, and it really opens up a lot of doors, and it gives you an ability to have a future that you might not have any other way. So it's been a really good group to be part of. What's been our favorite part of this mastermind experience? I did not do the yesterday's thing. I was busy finishing up some work stuff there, but it was just fun to send the little one in to, and deal with it. And he comes back and he's like, "Oh, Stephen got me up in front of the group," and but it gets him out of his comfort zone, and it really once he's out of that comfort zone, it really starts to motivate him to, see what's really going on around you. And so I feel, I was saying at lunch there, the most I felt, we did lots of cool technical analysis and all that stuff this morning, but the real takeaway was really in the initial part, that if you apply these skills, you can really start to set a future for yourself. But you got to understand what that future is. So set some goals and have some ideas of what you want to achieve. And this is just a tool to get you there. But you've got to really start to plan for your future, for how you want it to actually happen. And so the trading is just, it's cool when you make the money and put all the stuff together. It's always interesting, but you don't actually have that life plan set. What are you doing it for? And so I feel that it's always a good reminder to have that, to reset, refocus, and are you doing what you need to do to get there? So that's what my biggest takeaway so far is. Again.
So kind of like what my dad said, it's my takeaway is that I don't get out of the house very often anymore. So just being able to come out and talk to all the people, and occasionally get embarrassed every once in a while by Stephen. But I feel like it really does force me out of my comfort zone, and just it forces me to think a little bit more than I usually do, because I understand it at a fundamental level now where I don't think very much about it. So having to kind of retrace and actually think about it it's a wonderful thing to, especially for experienced people, to just come back and just listen and talk to people, and sometimes help, sometimes listen to them. It's perfect. So
what would we tell someone who's considering joining?
I would probably say along the lines of bring your kids, because there's not enough young people in this. I need more. But I would say, if you're thinking about joining, you should. And if you do, you should totally bring out a loved one or a kid or anyone that is thinking about or has time on their hands to just learn and try something new, right? And everyone here is always very welcoming to new people, and I truly do think that if you do join, you should join, but if you do, you should bring people out.
And I would say as a person that brought someone out to some degree, I would say that the biggest thing you want to take away is that you got to give this a chance. It's not something that you're going to pop out in a weekend and you're going to be an expert at it. This is a commitment to your future and what you want to do. So if you really want to achieve, this is a platform to do it. All the information's there, but you've got to embrace it, and there will absolutely be mistakes. There will absolutely be some losses, especially when crazy things happen, wars and crazy things in the stock market goes along with it, and you've got to learn to adjust and move through that. But at the end of the day, if you work through this and you have the patience to endure, you will come out on the other side very, very wealthy from a more of a personal standpoint. You'll get out of it what you put into it, and it's not something that you can just do a weekend training course and you're going to be an expert and this is going to change your life tomorrow. It will change your life. You've got to be patient with it, and you got to be really diligent and consistent in applying what you're learning, and you will see the result in the long term. So that would be my biggest advice. Stick with it. The biggest struggle really is there's lots of groups out there that will sell you courses. There's lots of groups out there with lots of advice. There's lots of, I will say, broke people with tremendous advice. And what's really a true struggle is finding people that are genuinely good at what they're doing, say what they do what they do, and can get results, and are willing to provide that information to you. And when I heard Stephen talk for the first time, I knew for absolute fact I'd found a genuine person that could actually really put the information out there. And when we had Pam get involved, and she was talking about her son being involved, and basically her son and Jackson are practically the same age, there was like a genuine connection of, we know what you're going through, and we want to help to you achieve where you're going to go. And we've also had that. We've had lots of consulting calls with Jim, and absolutely, I think he's taken Jackson under his wing as as another father figure, and just the advice and the information has just truly been one of a kind, and they've been really, really rewarding. And it's been really fun to watch him really grow over the last. He got into real trading after he turned 18 and got pretty active with it. It's been really cool to watch his growth and watch him go through a couple crazy market stretches where there was days where he was 5 shades of green that no human being should be, and then watching him grow and work through those struggles, it's been fascinating. And at no point did the team ever say, you screwed up, you did this, or you did this wrong. Sometimes they'll point that out, but it's like, this is how you correct it. And the MMG has been fantastic in being true mentors and helping bring people along to get them to their goals.
If I had to say something of how it kind of changed everything, it would be basically life ambition. Because like I said, I was 14 at the time. And when you're kind of 14, there's not a lot going on in terms of future thinking. And even past that, even past the first classes I did, I didn't take it seriously, and until I really started thinking about it, and I realized that I wanted to do something that allowed me time to do what I enjoyed doing. And I do enjoy trading, and I enjoy everything that comes along with it. But I also enjoy the aspect of the time that it gives me back. Like, I don't have to go and, well, I can, but I won't go get a normal job, and I can help out the people in my community and that kind of stuff. So if I had to say something, I'd just say ambition, life ambition more than anything. So the thing I'm most proud of is we had a situation recently where I was down about 1/3 of my entire trading account, and it hurt. And I think I was pretty green that day. So, but
there's been several green days in the past
yes.
year or so, but
this one was the worst. And I asked people, and they all said that didn't really do anything wrong, but they all helped me, and I really learned from the experience, and I made it all back and then some. Like it's not a sad ending, but I would say just the ability to persevere, and from that experience, I think that was by far one of the most valuable lessons I've learned, is as long as you can hang in there, it'll be okay, basically.
Yeah, I'd say pretty much along the exact same line. It's learning to be able to weather those storms and not give up. That would think that, in the past when I'd done my stock tradings and stuff like that, I didn't have things set up and organized as, the way I should have. And, you look up one day and basically all your money that you had in the accounts are gone because you did something stupid or wrong. And I really feel that that's coming with MMG. It's, been able to put the right strategies in place, and again, even when things go wrong, being able to persevere and just keep pushing through, keep consistently doing what you're doing. The end result is it'll all work out. And so just being organized, be prepared, and I think that's one thing that you don't necessarily always hear it in the day-to-day where, it's like, oh, this trade or that trade or this trade. But, one thing that Steve and I really feel really hits home is you hear it on the 2-day and even again today at the mastermind. It's like, have your plans, have your goals, know where you're going to go. And that's 90% of the battle. So that's and I feel we've been doing it
pretty good for it.
We're doing pretty good.
I would say the personalization of the whole thing, because they have. Oh, my bad. I would think the thing that MMG does differently is personalization, because we have done different classes before, and we've never really stuck with them because they're teaching to the masses. They don't really do questions. They don't have our weekly calls where you ask questions and they'll answer, or they don't have one-on-one coaching like with the gyms tailors and that kind of stuff. It very much is personalized to you, basically. You can, and they'll always answer questions. You can always go out and make mistakes, and they'll tell you what mistakes you made and how to correct them. And it really doesn't feel like you're on your own. Like, you don't get kicked to the curb as soon as the class is over. Like, they're there to support you. They're not there to take your money and teach you. So I would think that's the main difference between MMG and all the others, at least that I've taken.
I would say the exact same thing. The level of attention that the inner circle specifically gives you is just it's not necessarily a whole level of personalization to some degree, but it honestly, a lot of the times it really feels like they're talking right to you instead of to a room full of people. And as I said, maybe we've been a little spoiled from the standpoint that Steven has, taken Jackson a bit under his wing to some degree, but I've always felt, even to myself, that they're very, very good at providing the information that we need to be successful, and you just don't necessarily get that with a lot of the other groups. And I've definitely been around. I've actually had some really good groups in the past as well, but they're hard to find, and when you find a good one, you want to be part of it. So that's why we are here. I think the biggest thing I would like people to know about the MMG is, it is an investing group, and they have a tremendous wealth of knowledge, tremendous history behind specifically Steven, but the fact that you look at even like a Pam who was a student in the class 6-8 years ago. I'm not sure how long it's been now, but it's amazing that you can literally go from the seats to the stage if you needed to, and it's one of those ones where, you know, this clearly works if that can happen. So yeah, this is not hocus pocus. This is there's real answers, there's real information, and you can achieve your goals by being with this group. So.
I'm gonna say the thing that I want people to know is that you don't have to do it by yourself. You're more than welcome to bring people along for the journey, and I fully hope people bring people along for the journey, especially younger people. Like there's not a lot of the younger people in the group, but they really want to teach the younger generations how to do it. So I would say that it's the one thing I do want to say is that you can bring anyone along with you, basically.
If I had to tell anyone anything of my journey with this, is like I've been through it. I tried to do investments a lot of different ways over the years, and I have been one of those oddly unfortunate people from a timing perspective. So I've hit almost every crash in the worst way possible. I've had my feet kicked out multiple times through all sorts of crashes and the market turns. I started my business in 2007, 2008. We had a financial crisis. Like every time I turn around, it always seems my timing is just impeccably bad. And I would say the crazy thing in my world is after going through COVID and finding the MMG group is, I don't know, maybe ironically my timing's got better, but I feel I've been able to weather a lot of storms a lot better with the advice and the knowledge that this group can really provide to us. So it's one of those ones that's, if you come in with more than just the aspect that I'm here to make money, the room is full of really successful people in every walk of life. And if you take advantage of those opportunities to talk to those people and you don't necessarily have to have ongoing relationships or anything like that, but it's always interesting to hear how other people are making it work, and it's always kind of reassuring that you're on the right path. And so I feel that that's been quite a good takeaway. That it's a really good atmosphere to be around, and I think as many people should be a part of it. And as Jackson would say, bring your kid.
Yes, I'd very much appreciate that. One of the main things is that you just got to take advantage of the people in the room, at the front of the room, because they're all, like my dad said here, they're all part of everyone's experience is different. They're probably in that room, there isn't a single question that can't be answered. You just have to talk to the right person, and most likely they're in that room. So you just have to come with the expectation of talking to people and making new friends, and truly understanding that it's a community more than anything else. Trading's almost secondary.
I would say, in my opinion, I would say MMG is family. That's how I feel. I just feel I'm really well connected with everybody, and I always enjoy coming out and meeting everybody and feeling part of something. So that's my take.
No, I fully agree with that. I've never felt excluded or anything. So I would very much say family, considering I am the youngest person in the room and most people want to talk to me the most. So I feel very blessed, if that makes sense.
We are MMG.